Hello 9th standard. You must have seen the video on chapter 27 till now and must be well versed with the presentation and the solution of the graphs. Similar is chapter 26. It is again on graphs, chapter 26, first and second exercise. And the questions are also very similar. For example, you open your book on page 320, 26b, see question number 1, 2. They are all exactly same as I have discussed in exercise 27. Then again third question also, this is very simple. You have to plot third question, first, second, third, fourth. There are 8 parts. Just to do 2 or 3 for the practice, but do it fully. You have to put one value and get the other value. Plot 3 points, you'll get a straight line. So this is all. Okay. Then question number 4 is actually same as question number 2 of 27 exercise. I have discussed this question in the video. You can see that video for reference. Question number 2 is exact of exercise 27 is exactly same as question number 4 of 26b. So you don't have to do both the exercises. You follow one question from the both the exercises and the method is same. Similarly, question number 5 also this is also same. For each linear equation given below, draw the graph and then use the graph to find the area of the triangle enclosed by the graph and coordinate. Again, you have to make a line, and that line will make a triangle between the coordinate axis x and y, and then you have to find the area of that particular triangle. This question also, this is same as question number 3 of exercise 27b. So be careful, 27a, b are exactly same as 26b. Most of the questions are same, only the exercises are given differently, but they are same, so don't worry about it. The different questions I will discuss, but before that, question number 5th, second part, I would love to discuss once again, so that if you have any problems, you will come through it. See, question number 5th, second part, it has been given the equation that 7 minus 3 bracket 1 minus y is equal to minus 5 plus 2x. So y is equal to 2x minus 9. After solving, I substitute y is equal to 2x minus, this is the equation I got. Then I put the values, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 4.5, x is equal to 3. You know that one is dependent variable and another is independent. So over here x is independent and y is dependent. So I can put any value of x as I want. If you will substitute it nicely and calculate it nicely, there will be no problem at all. You can put any value. Then when you will be in practice of putting the value, you yourself will come to know what to put and what not to put. In the beginning it is a little difficult, but then also children, you can put any value in the independent variable, and independent variable you will get your next answer. So because to plot the graphs we need x coordinate as well as y coordinate. So see, I have made the graph. You have to write the scales as I mentioned in the first 2 videos. This carry marks. Then you have to make the table on which the graph to be made. Then this is how we do it. See, exercise I have already done it. Put the values x0, 3 and 0, 3 I have done here, 0 and minus 3. Please write the points. This is 4.5 and 0 and 3 and minus. So all the 3 points have been plotted. A straight line, then you see a straight line between the coordinate axis. This is x-axis, and of course on the lower side is y-axis. Together they are called coordinate axis. And now please understand the question. Question is that you have to find the area enclosed between the graph. This line is said to be graph and the coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means x-axis and y-axis. This is your required triangle OAB. I have to find the area, half into base into height. So see, OA is base, half into OA into height OB. OA is 4.5. OB, you don't have to take minus because minus just gives the direction. So you count 3 intervals, 1, 2, 3, half into base into height, 4.5 into 3, and this is your required answer. So question, you understand the area enclosed between the graph and the coordinate axis. These two are coordinate axis, x and y axis, and this is the graph which you plotted. So this is how you do the question, a very important one. You have to find the area of the triangle between the graph and the coordinate axis. Till now you are well versed with what coordinate axis and what graphs are. Now question number 6, this is not in 27b, so I would love to discuss with you. They have given a pair of equations and you have to find whether these lines, either they will go parallel to each other or they will intersect at 90 degrees. So I have done both the examples. For example, first question number 6, first part. See, I have already done it. So my first equation is y is equal to 3x minus 1 and second is y is equal to 3x plus 2. I plotted three points. One I substituted, other I got, so dependent, independent, 3 points I got for the first equation, 3 similarly for the second equation. And then I'll plot the graph. So see, 0 and minus 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 5 and 5. Then of course second is 0 and 2, minus 1 and 1, 0 and 2, minus 1 and minus. Please don't forget to write the points which they carry marks. And then last is 2 and 5. So 2 and 5, and this is your required, of course required two equations of lines. And since these lines go exactly parallel to each other, so you will write that lines are parallel. They have asked you the question that the pair of equations have been given and you just find out whether these lines, when plotted in the graph, either they are parallel or perpendicular. So first, question number 6, first part, I have solved it and my lines could not intersect anywhere, so the lines are parallel. This is your answer. Similarly, question number 6, second part I have done. This is y is equal to x minus 3. First equation, x minus 3, and second, that y is equal to minus x plus 5. Again, the 3 points, one I have put, second I got. Similarly, 1 minus 2, 2 minus 1, and similarly for the second. And then I plotted on the graph. Same graph, I plotted both the lines, but this time I could get the lines which intersected each other at some point, and that too at 90 degree. So 90 degrees they are intersecting each other. So you can write that yes, the lines are perpendicular. So this type of questions can also come when the pair of lines will be given to you, and after plotting in the graph on the same graph paper, you have to say whether the lines are intersecting each other at some 90 degree point or maybe they are parallel to each other. The method is same, tables to be written, 3 points to be put, 3 you will get, and of course the scales to be mentioned. And very categorically I am telling you, these are all rough sketch just to make you understand. Rough sketch. When you will do it on the proper graphs, ICSE graphs, you will get very beautiful figures, trust me. They will be, and you'll get your answer. Just follow the technique which I have told you how to do it. Each and every step to be followed by the same manner, and you don't have to do all the sums, children. You see the common sums in both the exercises as I have told you, and you do the sums 3, 4, 5 graphs, you do it fully, and rest you don't need to go. But now, right now, when you are preparing for the exam, please do the graph sums very nicely. Once you do it right now nicely, in graphs you just, in the paper, you just have to go through the papers of the graph. That is all you have to do it. Okay children, so this is my advice to you to right now, these days, please do the graphs very nicely and send your doubts on WhatsApp. If you are little in problem, you can make a graph, plot a graph and send it on my WhatsApp. If there is any problem, I'll send it back to you. Be careful about the things which I have told you, otherwise your marks will be cut. And try to take ICSE graphs. There are graphs on the back side of your physics lab manual also. You can get that photostat. Get around 20 to 30 photostat and make a copy of it, because you can't get these graphs in the market, especially these days. But if you get it, well and good, then you can do on that also. Now coming to the next question, that is question number 7th and 8th. Both are same. There are so many questions and most of you are finding difficult to do it. So I'm going to explain how to do this, and a very easy also, so don't worry. After listening to the video carefully, I'm 100% sure that if you are attentive what I am saying, I am 100% sure that you will be able to do these sums. For example, I'm doing question number 8. It's very simple. You know what to do now. All are these rough sketch I'm writing here, not up to the scale, just to make you understand. So these are rough sketch I'm doing just to make you understand. And you know what to write, what to write on the left hand side, what tables and how to present it. Everything I have already explained, just to giving the hints of the questions now and making the language understand to you. So question is on the same graph paper, question number 8 on page 320, exercise 26b. The question is, plot the graphs of y is equal to 2x minus 1. Then of course y is equal to 2x, and third is y is equal to 2x plus 1. So children, you know what to do. Put 1 point less you will get. Put x is equal to 0, y is minus 1, put x is equal to 1, y is 1, put x is equal to 2, y is 3. Similarly, x0, y0, x1, y2, x2, y4. Then of course last equation, x0, y1, x1, y3, x2, y5. So now these are the three equations given to me, which has to be plotted in this single graph. And of course there is written one more line, please underline it. And from x is equal to minus 2 to x is equal to 4. This is also you have to plot. This is the new thing which you have to be little careful of, and it is very easy, children, trust me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, of course, minus 1, 2, minus 3, 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So I made my page of the graph, calibrated it accordingly, x dash, y dash. Then scale you have to write 1 centimeter 1 unit on both the axes. Write it very nicely. Be careful about the scale because it carry marks. Then the tables you have to write, all the 3 tables to be made at the left hand side. This also you know because I have already explained in previous questions. So you know now how to present the graph in ICSE. For example, this is x, y, again x, y, 3 equations I am having. So first is 0, minus 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Then it is 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4. Then of course 0, 1, 1, 3, and of course 2, 5. So you can write equations, you can write it, you have to write the equations on the top of each table. Then you plot it 0, minus 1. 0 and minus 1, this is your first, 0, minus 1, then 1, 1, and of course then is 2 and 3. So I got a first straight line. I am not down up to 2 according to the proper scale, but I have done giving you the rough sketch just to make you understand. Next is x0, y0, x1, y2, and next is x2, y4. So again a line parallel to the line, previous line. This is second one. Then third is x0, y1. So this is x0, y1, x1, y3, second, and then x2, y5. And children, trust me, when you will do it on the graph, you will get a very beautiful graph. So these 3 lines you have got of these 3 equations. I hope you have understood. Then x minus 2 to 4. So what you do, this is x minus 2 to 4, matlab x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4. You have to plot these lines parallel to y-axis and represent each and every line, and you will write x minus 2 to x is equal to 4. So this is your complete graph of exercise 26b, question number 8, page 320. They have said that are the graphs or the lines not parallel to each other? Yes, they are. They are parallel to each other, because see, these 3 equations do not cut anywhere. So these are parallel, and of course minus 2 to 4, naturally they are. Obviously they are parallel because they all lie on the x-axis. So I hope I am clear. This is one of the important and different type of the sum which is not in 27. So I have explained it to you, and now I hope you have understood how to plot the graphs. Be ready with the paper, be ready for the test. And children, Please do appear for the test. So many students are not doing it. We will mark them 0 in the unit test, then don't say. I have given the names in the list and shared with you in the WhatsApp. So many students, especially in 9th D, we have not, so many students of 9th D have not appeared for the test. So be careful. I am giving you warning. I am giving warning on the WhatsApp also, on the campus care also, and now on the videos also. Then question number 9 is same. You have to see where this equation is given, and this will meet the point. When you will produce it, it will meet the coordinate axis x and y. Let those points be P and Q, and when you will do it, it's very easy. You do it yourself. Then coming to question number 10, 11, 12. 3 are exactly same. 10th, 11th, 12th are exactly same sums. So I'll do the 11th one. The question is very easy, very easy. Just a way of doing it. Again, a rough sketch just to make you understand. Rough sketch. So the question has been given to me. For example, I'll do one of them. Okay, I'll do the 12th one. It is in fraction, so it will be easy for you. X upon 4 plus y upon 5 is equal to 1. Take LCM. 4 5s are 5x plus 5 4s are 4x is equal to 1. Or 4y is equal to 1. Or 5x is equal to 20 minus 4y, or x is equal to 20 minus 4y upon 5. Put y is equal to 0, x will be 4. Put y is equal to 5, x will be, or what you do, they have given that when y is equal to 10, so put y is equal to 10. In the question what they have given, they again put when y is equal to 10, so I put y is equal to 10. This will be 20 minus 4 into 10 upon 5. This will be 20 minus 40 upon 5, or minus 20 upon 5. This is minus 4. So when first is x, when y was 0, 5 for the 20. When y was 10, 4 10s are 40, minus 40 plus 20, minus 20 upon, it is 5. So again 5 4s are but minus, so second value is y is equal to minus 4, x is equal to minus 4. This is the second. And third, they have given value of y when x is equal to 8. So third, you do that. Put x is equal to 8. Now 8 is equal to 20 minus 4y upon. As they have given, see question number 12. First point, they have find the x1, the value of x when y was 10. So I have put y is equal to 10 and got the answer. And second is y1, the value of y when x is equal to 8. So I put x is equal to 8. 5 8s are 40, 20 minus 4y, or 20 is equal to minus 4y, because I take 20 to that side, or 20 upon minus 4 is equal to y, or minus 5. Therefore, x is equal to 8, y is equal to minus 5. Got 3 values. I'll make a table here, as I have told you to make the table, because they carry marks on the left hand side of the left side and top, not at the lower end. I'll cut your marks, I will do it at the lower end. Top means top. x4, y0. Then of course y was 10, x is minus 4. Then x was 8 and y was minus 5. This is your questions. Accordingly I will construct it. Since the scale has not been given, so you write here on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. On y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, as it carry marks. I am writing here rough sketch. Just to make you understand. So I am writing, calibrating it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And similarly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. Similarly minus 1, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, and of course 10. So first is x4, y0. First point 4 and 0. Then x minus 4 and y 10. X minus 4 and y is 10. This is your second point. I'm doing it here. X minus 4 and y 10. And third is x 8, y minus 5. So x 8 and y minus 5. So I got a straight line starting from here. See, I got a straight line. When you will do it on the graph, it will exactly come straight. So x minus 4, 8. Now, this is what you have got in the graph. They have asked you to find the value of x when y is equal to 10. Nothing to be done. You put a line from here. Y, this is y is equal to 10. Exactly turn at 90 degree towards the x-axis, and this is your answer. So when y is equal to 10, you write here, when y is equal to 10, x is equal to minus 4. Similarly, next, when x is equal to 8, you go till 8, put the arrow on the side. Similarly, you put the arrow on the side of the answer. Over here, x is equal to 8 is given, so your answer will be y is equal to minus 5. And then again, you can write when x was 8, y is equal to minus 5. And this is how you plot it. Very, 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 very important sum, and is expected in the paper. Every year it comes one of three. One of these three, or one is in the example, 4 of them, one question comes every year. So be careful about it, children. And what I am telling you to is that I am making graphs easy for you. Since you are finding difficulty in graphs, so just to make it easy and accessible to you, I am trying to give you these hints. Then 13th question is same, children, as the last question of X20, not last question, 27 A exercise. I have done one question, concurrent. Concurrent, I told you 3 equations will be given and all of them will pass through one single point. Over here also it is like that, only use graphical method to show that. Question number 13, page 320, 26B. I am reading that question, please be attentive. Use graphical method to show that the straight line given by the equation. Again, 3 equations have been given to you, and they will just, you have to plot the points. You will have to find 3 points each, and then plot the graph on same graph paper. You will see, or you will identify, or you will verify that all the 3 lines are passing through one single point. Over here in this question, it is given a very simple language that they pass through same point, but the other word for this is concurrent. So if the 3 graphs are passing through one single point on the same graph paper, they are said to be concurrent lines, the lines which are passing through one single common point. So this question is again same, and it has been, I have explained this question before also, that all the 3 graphs will pass through one point. This, and I think this question we have done before also. This must be one of the questions of 27. I don't know the question number now, but when I have explained this word concurrent, yes, it is question number 7 of exercise 27B, page 329. 27 of B, question number 7, page 329, and question number 13, page 320, 26B are exactly same language, only the exercises are different, but the questions are almost same, almost exactly same method, only the values are different, exactly same method. So I have compared the 2 exercises. One of the exercises, if you will do it nicely, the other automatically you will do it. There will be no problem at all. Now come to exercise 26C. There is something different which I would love to tell you, because this exercise will be the base of a very big chapter in chapter of 10th ICSE. So this there we will use it again and again. So I would love to explain this also, exercise 26C, very little problems, and you can get questions from this exercise also. And above all, children, this exercise 26C is the base of one of the very important chapter of standard 10th, equation of line. When you will go in 10th, you will just remember the words which I have said. So coming to exercise 26C, whatever important I will tell you. First of all, there is written, write the inclination of line which is parallel to x-axis. You just note down inclination of line which is parallel to x-axis. It is given on page 321 also. You can read it also. It is always 0, and if it is parallel to y-axis, it is always not defined. And similarly, if inclination is 0, the line parallel to slope, I'm using the new word, it is denoted by letter M. A slope of line parallel to x-axis is always 0. Remember this. A slope of line, slope M, perpendicular to x-axis, or you can say in other words, parallel to y-axis, is never defined. So these two things you have to learn by heart. These are the base of the questions. Then you come to question directly, which are important for you. That is question number 6th and 7th. You are going to do it very nicely. 6th I am doing. For the equation given below, find the slope and the intercept. So question number 6th on page 323, exercise 26C. Very easy also. Question number 6th. The question, for example, they have given you the equation x plus 3y plus 5. And they are asking you to find the slope and y-intercept. So let me tell you what is slope and y-intercept. First of all, you are going to get it in the form y is equal to mx plus c, where m is slope and c is y-intercept. Y-intercept. Now I am going to change this equation x plus 3y plus 5 in the form of slope-intercept form. That means 3y is equal to minus x minus 5, taking to the other side. I'll make y the subject of formula, leaving y alone. Alone means nothing, no constant number with it. Minus x upon 3 minus 5 upon 3. On comparing with y is equal to mx plus c, m is the coefficient of x, so slope, m is slope, and that will be equal to minus 1 by 3. When I will compare these two, x cancels and minus 1 by 3 is the answer. And similarly, c is said to be y-intercept. C is denoted for this term y-intercept, and it is denoted by small c, and slope is denoted by m. I have told you before also. So c will be minus 5 by 3. So this is your answer. This question comes up 3 marks. And that too in compulsory section. So you have to write the given equation in slope-intercept form, compare with the slope-intercept form, and you will get your answer. And this journal equation which I have left is said to be slope-intercept form. This I have done with you in the exercise 27 also, to find the linear relation between x and y. Now I hope you remember where I use this language, slope-intercept form. Similarly, I'll do one more example for this. For example, question number 6, let it be last 4y plus 9. 4y plus 9 is equal to 0. So I have to compare with the slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus c, or I will get 4y is equal to minus 9, or 4y is equal to 0x minus 9, or y is equal to 0.9 x minus 0.4 x minus 9 upon 4. So when I compare, see my slope is m is 0.4, means 0, and my y-intercept, that is c, is minus 9 upon 4. So this is how we do it. I have written whatever was missing, I took the coefficient to be 0 and compared with slope-intercept form. This is how you do it. This is 3 marks question in compulsory section. Then come to opposite of it, opposite of this. Very simple again, children. Opposite of this is, for example, in whose. Now you have to find the slope-intercept equation, and where slope is being given. For example, slope that is m is given to be 5, and y-intercept, that is c, is given to be y-intercept, that is c, is given to be minus 8. So I have to find the slope equation from this. To find equation, as written, find equation. This is question number 7th, exercise 26C. Question number 7, exercise 26C, and page 323. So to form equation, again I will take slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. In place of m, I am going to put 5 as it is given to me. In place of c, I am going to put minus 8, and then put it in the term of equation. Y is equal to 5x minus 8, or 5x, take y to that side, minus y minus a is your required equation. So we can do both way. If the equation is given, then they can ask you to find slope and y-intercept. But if the slope and y-intercept has been given, then they can ask you to form the equation. And children, in both the cases, you will have to use the slope intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus c, and this is how you do the sums. For example, one more I do. For example, question number 7, sixth part. Question number 7, again sixth part. It has been given to me that slope is also 0 and y-intercept is also 0. No problem. Y is equal to mx plus c, or you will be having 0x plus 0. So y is equal to 0, your equation of line. They have asked you to find the equation of line. So this is said to be equation of line. So I hope you have understood. And this type of question, 3 marks, compulsory section, it comes every year. Again, you want to verify it, you can see the question, papers of last 10 years. These questions are coming regularly. And these especially for those children who find it a difficulty to do something, to do arithmetic or maths, they find it a difficult. Then see in 8, 9, 10, all of them are you have to draw the graph, and now from the graph you have to find the y-intercept or slope. Very simple. For example, I am doing the last sum. 3 of them are same. I am doing the last sum. X plus y is equal to 5. So I have to find slope and y-intercept. Y-intercept means c. So I'll plot the point. Now I'll make the graph, then I'll find both these, slope as well as intercept. So put x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, 5 minus 2. Put x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2, 5 minus 3. Put x is equal to 4, y is equal to 1. Again, I have drawn a graph. It is rough sketch just to make you understand. So that is why I am writing again and again rough sketch. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So put x2, y3, x3, y2, and of course x4, y1. So I have got a straight line. See, the straight line of the graph. Substitute plot the points and write it what you have plotted, 3, 2, and of course this is 2 and 3. And then he says that graph paper, draw, find the inclination and y-intercept on the line. You have to find the inclination and y-intercept. Very simple, children. This is 90. To find the inclination, y is equal to mx plus c, and you take 1.23. So in place of y3, in place of x2, 2m plus c. Next point you take 3, 2. Again y is equal to mx plus c, in place of 2y, in place of x, 3. 3x, 3m plus c. Solve the equations simultaneously. 3 is equal to 2m plus c. 2 is equal to 3m plus c. See, minus, 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 this cancels. Minus 1m is equal to 1, or m is equal to 1. And when is m equal to 1? Remember it is tangent 45. This you have to learn, that when m is equal to 1, this again language you have to learn. When m is equal to 1, it is equal to tangent 45. And inclination is just angle. So inclination you will write, inclination is equal to 45. This is how you do it. And if you have to find the intercept, again put the value in this. 3 is equal to 2 into 1 plus c. So 3 minus 2 is equal to c, or c is 1. So y-intercept is, that is c is equal to 1. I have done specially this question to make you understand how to find the inclination y-intercept of the line. So this is how to find the inclination, and y-inclination means the angle on which this graph is, this line is made. This inclination, this is denoted by letter theta. Remember that when m is equal to 1, when m is equal to 1, because m is equal to minus 1 it comes, not 1. So when m is equal to minus 1, that is minus, so it is anti-clockwise the direction, and you don't have to go for such details. You just write m is equal to minus 1. I think leave it till you do it till here only. M is equal to minus 1 and put the value of c, so c will be equal to 1. 2 into minus 1 it is, so this is how you do it. There's a simple way of doing it. Just plot the graphs and put it in the equation to find the m and c, and m is slope, which is always equal to tangent theta. That is all which you are going to do it. So children, this is how you do it. Very simple. Only things you have to do is plot the graphs very nicely. Exercise 26C, mostly question number 6 and 7 is important. So you go for this question because these are little new forms. So I have made you understand what is y is equal to mx plus c. This is slope intercept form, and this is only will be used to find the slopes, that is denoted by letter m, and the y-intercepts, that is denoted by letter c. So children, 26 and 27, I have compared both the exercises and made you understand the language. Then you know what to do. You just have to just watch the videos carefully, note down each and every step, do the sums which you find difficult, do 3, 4, 5 sums to the end, present it properly, with scales, with graphs, with tables on the left hand side, as I have told you before also. And if you want me to check it, you can send one of the graph to me. I will check it. If there is any problem, I'll take out the mistakes also. Thank you so much, children. Have a good day.